Hi, Tina. How are you?
Good. How are you, Pat?
Well, I'm good. So, have you had a chance to see yourself on TV?
No, I haven't.
Okay, interview's over. Not just kidding. Did you at least see yourself on YouTube?
No, I actually don't want to. I don't know. I don't like to watch myself, I guess.
Oh, you look great. You were awesome. You did all these
Thank you.
cool moves, and your sister was an awesome model. You looked awesome. You got to check it out. Just check it out on YouTube. You can go on there and just watch it. And if it's really scary, just turn it off. It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Watch it with your sister. She did so awesome. Kind
Thank
of,
you.
if you
Thank
think
you.
about it, that whole thing was about, when she turned it on, huh? When she turned it on modeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you thinking when all that was? I know you were nervous. Then you went
Yeah.
upstairs and things just fell in place. How were you feeling when that was all happening, when the modeling thing was going on?
I felt like my sister like did a really great job with the whole modeling, and she was just like very comfortable just being herself.
Yeah.
So I really it kind of eased me too, in a way, knowing
Yeah.
that she's comfortable.
Yeah, she pulled it out. I mean, you were not in first place, and then when after the modeling, because she got such good shots, you guys went in for the win. It was awesome. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I'm just going to ask you a few specific questions. So, what was your favorite part of the competition? What do you think? The cut, the car, the modeling, the photo shoot. What did you like the best?
Um, Favorite part, I would say everything, but I guess the modeling would be like the most fun, because it's not stressful.
Right, right. Well, because basically, you did all the hard, heavy lifting and all the heavy work for your sister, and then luckily, when that camera turned on, she was like, "Bam!" You didn't even need a director hardly, huh?
No, well, I told her just do her own thing, because I know it once I try to direct her, it's gonna be different. It's gonna
Yeah,
feel more um not natural. So I just wanted her to just be in her natural zone and just do her thing.
yeah. She did awesome. It was so fun. We had such a fun
Yeah.
time with you. It was just great. It was a great experience. What do you think the most stressful part was for you doing the show? What was your feeling there?
Stressful
Yeah,
part. I would say, um, I the whole like cutting and coloring part would be pretty stressful because there is a time limit, and like trying to get like that color, like haircut, whatever you needed done was kind of like, oh no, I only have like X amount of time. So it's just kind of like gotta push, push, push.
and I know the thing when the judges had critiqued you, initially, and they said that the color hadn't popped, wasn't like quite bright enough or whatever on the cut or
Uh-huh.
excuse me, the placement. Yeah, I remember they said that your foiling, you put too much foiling in there and did too many sections. I know
Yeah.
you were saying there, nope, nope, this is what I want to do. How are you feeling right then?
Yeah, it's because if I didn't really put in all that foiling, because my sister, she has like that very coarse and thick hair,
Yeah.
then everything was gonna blend and you won't even see the color. So I had to do all that foiling.
Yeah, it was really cool. You pulled it off. I think that was really wonderful. And then the tone was nice too, because when you have that darker Asian type hair, you got to tone it correctly. So tell us a little bit about that.
The toning, well, because I was going for more like that K-pop look, so I wanted something really nice and girly. So I did like that blush tone.
Yeah,
So it's like kind of rose gold-y, but kind of creamy. I don't even know how to describe the color, but it turned out really
it
nicely.
really did. Yeah, I think she even liked that look. I think she really felt comfortable in that look, and that's why she did such a good job modeling. So great, great job as a stylist. What do
Thank
you
you.
think you would have done differently, maybe, based on now
Um,
you're over? Yeah,
I think what I would have done differently would be have my sister really, really grow out her hair, so that gives me more like that haircut, so like the judges can see that I can do a haircutting job, not just like,
sure.
oh, like if only I knew that was the case, and I would have had my sister grow my hair, or maybe I would have looked for another contestant that had like more hair for me to work with.
Yeah, more of a transformation is what you're saying. More transformation.
Hmm.
Yeah, you do get points for that. That's what people need to realize when they come on the show. The bigger the transformation, and if you pull it off, the better the
Yeah.
points, right? Yeah. So,
But I didn't know, it was like my first time, didn't
sure,
know what's going on. Yeah.
sure. You did great though. You had It was really fun. You know, the thing also, if you had a wish for more time, where would that be? Where would you want more time? You know, because for example, a lot of people ran out of time.
Yeah, I think more time on like the cut and color part.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
But that's why it's
because
a competition, right, Tina?
yeah,
It put a little pressure on you, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I a little more time on that, but like everything else is like it's fine. Like the whole like makeup and hair, and like the shoot. I think the timing on that was good. I
Yeah,
think
the
if it
thing,
was too
oh, go
much
ahead.
time, it would be too much.
Yeah, well, I think what people think when they go in there, go, you got 10 minutes to do the photo shoot. They don't realize you get like 100 and something pictures. And you're just looking for that one great one, right?
Yes, yes,
Were you surprised how many pictures you guys shot in 10 minutes?
yes. I was.
Yeah, she was just going for it, man. She just was like awesome. It was so fun. The
Yes.
other thing is, what would you recommend for models? In other words, now you've been through it, what would you recommend as far as model selection?
Uh, I guess look for someone with like lots of hair and very untamed and like the worst hair model you can ever find. Okay.
Okay. And then is it good to maybe do a photo session before with them so they know their angles and stuff? Maybe to get them in the mood for the photo session so you know how to work with their hair?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you definitely recommend doing what would you recommend?
Good. Like at least like see how like if you find someone with like really like coarse and thick frizzy hair, you want to see how long is the blow drying process so because everything is all timed. So at least like okay, it takes me this long to blow dry. All right, then I guess I have to cut hair really short to cut down the blow drying process and everything else.
Sure. Sure. And then what about their modeling abilities? What do you think about that or their makeup or their outfit? What do you
Uh,
think about that?
what about that? Like what do I think like for the contestant to like
Yeah,
think
what's a
about?
word of advice as far as what kind of model would you think you'd select, in the future if you ever did it again, or also what kind of outfits, makeup, how about directing them in the photo shoot?
What? I think I guess find someone who's very photogenic.
Yeah,
Yeah, very
yeah,
photogenic and not shy, that's for sure.
yeah.
Yes.
Someone
And
who
like
feels comfortable in front of the camera, huh?
yes, yes.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend that because we've been through this quite a few people, and sometimes literally like with your sister, when you get a model that can actually take a great photograph, it just is worth so much, right?
Yes.
So, and the thing is also, as you know, when they don't feel comfortable with the look, it can also hurt you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes, it
consultation.
can.
What was your when you were working with your sister? How did you come up with your K-pop look?
Oh, I've always been into like this whole K-pop scene, and most of my clients that I cut hair for, style hair for, like they don't really, you know, kind of allow me to do whatever I wanted. So this is a competition, and I can do whatever I want. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take my chance and make a K-pop star.
I love it. You did a great job.
Thank
Um,
you.
what about the judging? How did you feel about the judges scoring you? How did you feel when they were judging you?
Um, I think it was fair. The haircut wasn't really like wow.
Right.
I didn't have much to work with, so it's fair. Like their judging was fair.
And how
Yeah.
did it feel when you were getting judged? Like when you're sitting there, what were you thinking? What was going through your head?
Well, just more like nervous.
Okay.
Like I don't mind people like judging me. Like if you're criticizing me, judge me like in a good way, just to like help me grow as a person and make myself better. Then yes, I don't mind. Yes, I take any kind of judgment like like as a learning experience.
What do you think you learned from putting yourself in this situation?
Ooh, I learned. What did I learn? I learned a lot of things. Um, you know, you mean like for this whole competition thing, right?
Yeah,
Like,
like the whole process. What did you get out of it?
uh, what did I get out of it? Oh, you know what? That's a good question. I wasn't really thinking of that. Uh, well, I just learned that, like, hmm, you know, I can't really answer that. What did I learn? Uh, I just learned that time is very efficient. So when it comes to like competition, you have to really, really use your time wisely.
Yeah. Even in the salon though too, like when you're booked, you're fully booked and
Yeah.
stuff, same kind of thing, right?
Yes, it's the same kind of thing. Yeah. So yes, time is really it's precious, and it's like to a lot of people, time is money, but there's more to that sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, your creativity is like I say, you've got to get it done in a certain amount of time when you're doing hair. People don't realize that. And if you're efficient
Hmm.
and you know what you're doing, you're well trained, you can really be more creative, would you say?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, that showed because your experience showed through. And then if you could give anybody advice, that was gonna, for the next season, what would you give them as advice? What would your advice be?
Make sure you pick out a theme that's not too complicated because once it gets too complicated, you just put so much effort and so much thought into it that, you know, um, it, it's probably not going to turn out the way you want it, and you're probably not going to even get, you know, what you imagine like finished. You probably won't even get your whole hair cut, your whole coloring done. So just think of something quick, simple, but yet it's a very like good transformation.
I think that's really good advice. I think most people don't think about that. They say, I'm going to do this, but they don't realize, do you have enough time to do that? And
Yeah.
that's what kind of happened with, some of the other contestants. But you, I think, did really well. I think you picked a good look. I think that if you would have had a little bit longer hair initially, right, and cut off more, you would have had a higher score in the beginning. But you know what? You won. So you're awesome. You did a great job. Good teamwork.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
Make
you.
sure to watch it on YouTube though. It's on Hairdresser Power, right? .com.
Yes.
And then you could go there and there's so far 4 shows up. Now it's airing, I don't know if you know this, but it airs on CNBC, and that's a
Yes.
big channel, over 100 million households it goes to. Also, if you're ever walking through the airport on a Saturday at 11 o'clock, you'll see your face on every screen in the airport because it
Wow.
also airs in the airport. Yeah, pretty nice. So yeah, it's great. The reviews are wonderful. And the other thing is our magazine. I don't know if you know this, Tina, but you have a section in our magazine, and that magazine is now virtual. And you could go to the website, hdpchallenge.com, and then you can get a link to our virtual magazine. And because right now, because of COVID, we're not able to hand the magazines out. But as soon as we're allowed to give out magazines, you're going to be in every single salon in the United States, all the top salons, in a beautiful beauty book. And your section is really great. And it's profiling you, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's really good. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being on the show. And do you want to tell anybody anything, say anything about what you're doing right now in your life for everybody? Catch them up.
Right now, I guess just trying to get back to work, after this whole COVID happened. Today is like my first day actually going back to the salon, setting up like the stations, making sure I have all the right equipment, all the disinfectant, like 6 feet apart, like gloves, everything, like, just in place so that I can like open up salon and bring all my clients in.
I love it. Are
Yeah.
you excited to get creative?
Yes, very excited. But I'm excited. I'm like, you know what? I probably will watch the show. I'll watch it with like, I don't know, my sister or something.
Yeah. It's on. It'll be now. This one aired last month, correct? So it's actually available right now. So you can watch it anytime on YouTube. You'll love it, and you did good. I mean, I'm telling you, you're cute in there. You did some cool moves. I mean, your look was great. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Remember, you had the green hair and everything. Remember?
Yes,
You look super
I'm
cool.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. And your sister, she did such a good job, and it was so fun working with you. And I'm so glad you did the show. We really, really, really appreciate it. We had a great time.
I'm so glad you guys, had me on the show.
Yeah.
It was a fun experience. It was fun.